it's me, Liz, and welcome to my channel. I feel like I've been neglectful. We went on a little impromptu road trip and we were gone for 6 days, and I haven't filmed in over a week, which is crazy. And so I'll tell you about my trip and I'll show you some things that I got. There's something that I'm showing in my thumbnail that I got picked up for me by my friend Lori at the Quirky Cauldron. But the twist is, we drove down from Northern California to Los Angeles and met up with Lori and the art director for lunch. So the four of us had a nice lunch together, and Lori and I just had a lot of laughs, and it was like we'd known each other forever. And I will put some pictures in here. We didn't take any video. We were just at a restaurant and we didn't really have time to dilly-dally. But I'd been looking for this. I was afraid of her shipping it. And this is the Joanna Parker Snowman Cake Plate. I love it. I love these little raised dots around the edge. And then the snowman's got snow on the hat and just adorable. And so yeah, she picked that up for me and I was super excited, and it got safely home. Now I'm gonna break it. No, okay. There's too many breakable things right here. There's this pumpkin that I already showed. Yes, Halloween's over, and yes, I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. I haven't taken my Halloween down, and Boney M is still my co-host, and I'm thinking of him continuing to be my co-host because I'm not even really sure where I'm going to store him. So he may get some holiday accoutrements soon. I am not ready for it to be Christmas just yet. Make sure it didn't hurt my cake plate. So yeah, we had a good time. We hung out and we exchanged stuff that we wanted to bring each other because we're always mailing each other stuff. And she did make a video and showed what I had mailed her. And the stuff that I gave her was mostly hand-me-down type stuff. So anyway, Buttercup wants to join in. He missed us a lot. Now, he was cared for greatly by my daughter's friends from childhood. Still live in the area, and they are cat ladies. And well, my daughter's friend's boyfriend is also a cat dude, and he and Buttercup are besties. So we gave him keys to our house, and they came and they fed him and they played with him and loved on him so that he wouldn't be lonely. But he still was really excited when we got home. We got home late Thursday night, and then yeah, I had physical therapy on Friday, and yeah, this weekend just kind of got away from me. I don't know. My husband hasn't been feeling well. I'm not feeling great today, but I decided to just go ahead and do this because I have this stuff sitting here. I have made a couple of larger than 2 item orders from Temu that are coming, but I had a lot of 2 item orders from Temu that arrived while we were gone, and my girls, the girlies, picked them up off the porch and brought them in the house. So I'll go ahead and show you what I got. I haven't even taken this one out of the bag. Let me do that off camera because I didn't. Oh, did I even open it? Because I didn't black out the address. Most everything has been Buttercup. There's supposed to be 2 items here. Oh, okay. All right. This is not the coloring that it looked like online. This is a runner, and it is that polyester burlap fabric. And I have a long console table that I showed, and I have all my vintagey Halloween stuff on there, and I wanted to put all my vintagey Christmas stuff on here. But this is a weak shade of red, and I'm not sure. And I didn't mark this, but I think I paid about $4 for it. So this is, I think, about 4 feet or 5 feet long. So it's just got the Christmas trees on the end and then red with snowflakes. And I'll just have to decide if I can deal with it. I really love the one I have for Halloween. This one, the coloring's a little disappointing. And the other item from this 2-item package, you hold that, Bonnie. Okay, I think this is multiples and they're not bent, and I'm really happy. It's just a little sticker that made me think of my daughter, and it says, doing my little tippity taps. Doing my little tippity taps. Because she's working on her thesis for her degree, her linguistics degree, so she is on her tippity taps a lot, and she loves the cats. Okay, these are some shirts that came from Torrid, and I believe they were on sale for $10 each. Now this one to me is not a Halloween shirt, even though, you know, it's kooky and spooky. It's a Wednesday shirt. And very soft. This is from Torrid. I don't know if I said that. Let's see here. Why is this not telling me? It must be on the top. I just automatically go to that side tag. It's 60 cotton, 40 polyester. And you know, it's printed on there. It doesn't feel too applique-ish. But Wednesday is clearly having a vision in the graveyard. And I like it, and I will wear it most likely on Wednesdays because I'm like that. The other shirt is kind of a Halloween shirt. I just think it's cute. And this actually made me think of my pal Lori at the Quirky Cauldron because I love her to death. I don't know. We met here on YouTube a little over a year ago, and I know that if we lived nearer to each other, we would be inseparable because we had such good laughs and we just get along so well. Part of this, this is something I bought from Target. This is a Yeti, and if you remember from last year, I love me a Yeti. And this is kind of their mascot. He's got little earmuffs on. He's really floppy. He's got like, you know, the bean kind of things down in his things. So he does that. I think he's so cute. These are marked at $10, I believe. I got it for about $7 because there was some kind of coupon, which probably isn't there anymore. I ordered it on Friday or Saturday and picked it up on yesterday, Sunday. So, do you like him? I think he's so cute. And my ghost shelf, which I changed my angle, but my ghost shelf back there is gonna more turn into Yetis and more Christmassy sorts of characters. And I do have some Yetis that I acquired last year. Love me a Yeti, love me a Bigfoot, you know, there's that. Okay, what I'm seeing on top here, now this was part of an order that came to me partially wet. And so I got 2 pairs of men's pajama pants thinking, oh, Buttercup, come on. Thinking that they would be nice and big and baggy and thinking they would be the same fabric as the women's pajama pants. However, both pairs were sopping wet and had gotten some other items in my order wet as well. And Temu agreed to just reship those wet items and, you know, keep the wet ones. So I went ahead and washed the wet pants, and I don't like the fabric on them, and I measured them up to the waist of one of my pajama pants, and they're not very big. I got a men's 3X, which I thought would fit. And I'll show them to you. The prints are cute. These were in the $10 range. These are Halloween ones. These feel like like flimsy shower curtain fabric. Just kind of not stretchy. Not nice. And then, yeah. I mean, my husband, because I washed the pants and he hung them up to dry because they're pajama pants and the care instructions say to hang dry, which is kind of ridiculous. And he goes, these pants are made of really weird fabric. And I'm like, yeah. So these will be going back, and I have 2 pair, but the other pair is going to go to donation. And here is the other pair, and this print is so adorable, year round. The reason I got men's is because I really wanted pockets. None of the women's ones seem to have pockets, but the men's ones do. This is gray with little kitties. Buttercup's sitting here with me, and he wants to just rub on me and crawl on me. He's been sleeping all day, and I guess he's awake now. So, well, let me tell you a little bit more about our trip. We went to LA and went to a restaurant and, you know, just had some food, just burger and hot dog variety type of food. And then we drove to San Diego, and we had booked this amazing hotel. And I do have some pictures. This hotel is called the Lafayette Hotel, and it's been there for a very long time. They fixed it up, and it's amazing. Like, so eclectic in the design. They have a pool like in a courtyard. It's very retro, very, very fun. Our room had lots of pictures of snakes and snake-shaped knobs and all stuff like that. And I think that's a pretty common theme in the hotel. And let's see, what else do we got in here? And so that was really fun. Huge. I've never seen anything like this. We had a huge amount of alcohol in a room. You know, there's the traditional mini bar. I was calling this the maxi bar. There were full-size bottles of alcohol. There were mini bottles of alcohol. There was a price list for everything, including like barware and stuff like that. But it was this really fancy sort of cabinet, and there was a refrigerator in there, and there was a drawer with snacks and some other things. And so the only thing that I took one thing out of it because I wanted something to eat in the room before we went downstairs. And they don't have free breakfast or anything like that, but they have an amazing restaurant where they have food 24 hours. And so I ate some Quest protein cookies, and that was marked as $4. And I needed something so I could take my meds. And then one morning I drank there was a Celsius drink, which is like a caffeine energy drink type of thing. And it was $7. And we went out to eat with family. Most of my family, well, all of my immediate family that I grew up with is down there. And we went out, and my brother-in-law says, why didn't you just go buy? Well, this was like the second time we went out, and there was a Target right by there, and I needed some of my stomach medicine and stuff. And my brother-in-law goes, why don't you just buy a Celsius there at Target and put it in the fridge? So I did. It was a different flavor, but they didn't charge me for it. Didn't worry about trying to track down the Quest bar, but okay, back to the haul. This is from Temu, and I believe this was about $8 or $9. I noticed after I ordered it and it came, and I almost think I might already have this. And if I do, it'll be included in a giveaway. It's a nightlight with Rudolph and Clarice, and the little fire lamp flickers. I have a ghost one like this in the kitchen, and this will probably be replacing it. Only problem is Rudolph doesn't have a red nose. That's kind of problematic for me. I will paint it because that's just how I am. This was in massive amounts of styrofoam, and the plastic bag is still covered with little balls of styrofoam. My husband was going to vacuum last night, and I'm like, don't bother until I have this stuff cleared out because there's styrofoam all over the place. So, yeah. All right. This was one of the replacements, and I have hauled this before because I bought some extras because they came available. And you may have seen in a previous video when I showed a tour of some of my decorations, these are wooden Halloween, they're Halloween little icons that are very reminiscent of Joanna Parker. This looks like Gus a Ghost, and there's the Man in the Moon, and a little pumpkin dude, another pumpkin dude, and another pumpkin dude. And then it comes with a jute cord. I was able to incorporate that into my whole retro design table, and it looks really cute. But the one that I got in that package arrived wet. I believe only the pajamas were actually wet when they put them in there, which is so bizarre to begin with. But it seeped out, and those are wood, and they smelled bad, and I'm like, no, those are going in the trash. So unfortunately, this was the other item that had gotten wet, and this was actually for my Halloween decor, my mermaid section. Let me see if I can get this out of this. Too shiny. So I have a bottle with a sticker that says Mermaid Tears, but I thought this one was so much prettier. And I'm thinking that the mermaid little display is going to stay up. So the sticker's shining into itself. It says 100% purity, used with care, Mermaid Tears, finest quality teardrops. Just thought it was pretty. It's got the picture of the mermaid. So I like that. And then I think that's everything from the wet package that was replaced. I guess I didn't mark any of these. I just opened them and put them in a bag. These are some of those little mesh bags. They're a lot more sparkly than I expected. These are little mesh bags that I would I thought would be great for when I'm doing a giveaway or friend mail or some kind of a package to put small items in. And there's red, there's a bunch of different colors. Green, lavender, kind of a gold, black, and pink and purple and blue and orange. Yeah, it's a whole array of colors. I believe 50 pieces. And I know this was less than $5, so I just thought it'd be a good thing to have on hand. So I went ahead and got those. Again, all these ones that came 2 items to a package was because they offered me coupons if I bought 2 items. And so that's what I did. Okay. Last item in here, I have another bag that I left over there. So I'll pause after I do this. Okay, I haven't even looked at this yet. This was $6.34, which is kind of a lot, but I just kept seeing it and I really loved it. It's just a little frog, and my mom loved frogs, and it's got a little sort of wizard hat on. It looks a little grumpy. I just thought it was so cute. I don't know, it's shiny. The paint job is really nice. You can see that little face. They kept showing it to me and kept showing it to me, and I couldn't resist. So, and you know what? I just having stomach issues, and because I went without my stomach medicine for several days. And so yeah, but I feel better just talking to you all. I know, that's weird, huh? Okay, so let me pause for just a minute and I will go and get the other bag. Did you miss me? Many of you know that I've been going hard on Bath and Body Works. I got caught up in the sales for the Halloween and fall items. And now they're doing all these online sales. And since it is essentially across the street from my physical therapist, I do tend to go there. So if I see a sale, I can order it online, which I did yesterday or maybe the day before. No, it was yesterday. And then I'll pick it up tomorrow because they hold it for 5 days. So I actually placed an order while we were in Las Vegas because we were 3 nights in San Diego and we didn't really leave the hotel that much. It's kind of a resort. There was one day and we went to the pool and my husband swam. I never ended up swimming. Both my sisters showed up and just hung out on chaise lounges and we chatted. And my one sister, she had a knee replacement in August, and then I had the shoulder replacement in June. So like the old people that we are, we chatted about our injuries and our surgeries. But it was really nice because I hadn't seen them in a couple of years. We hadn't been able to get down there. And so, yeah, it was a long drive. And, you know, the jostling of the car kind of makes my shoulder hurt, but not too bad. It was in, my husband has a brand new car, so that he leased. So we took that, and we, you know, one restaurant that I'm just in love with now, across the street from the hotel, and it's a Georgian restaurant, and I'll show you the food. I've wanted to try Georgian food forever. Georgia, meaning the country Georgia, not the state Georgia. And there's a dish that they have there called khachapuri, and there's different types from different regions, buddy. And I wanted this type that's kind of shaped like an eye, and it's a bread, and then it's got some kind of cheese mixture in the middle, and then they crack an egg over the top, and the guy mixed it up at the table and did this stuff with the cheese. And I got a little video, but it's not as good as I would like, because I didn't get the part where he was doing this, but it was delicious. You just kind of take off a piece of bread, dip it in the cheesy, eggy stuff, and eat it. And we got a bunch of salads. It was like a salad sampler of like beet salad and I don't even know, egg salad, but it was all Georgian style. So, and it was across the street from the hotel, so we walked. So yeah, we spent some time like just in the bar. When we were by the pool, you can get drinks. So my sister bought us drinks. So yeah, it was a certain kind of lifestyle. It was a little more expensive than we usually spend on a hotel, but really not too bad. And then we took off for Las Vegas, which was a lot further than I realized. But we went because my husband's brother lives there. And he lives there, his nephew has a home there. I mean, our nephew has a home there, and the brother-in-law lives with his son and his son's girlfriend. And so we went and saw them. We really only had one day with them because just of the way it worked out with the driving time, because it was, I don't know, 9 hours or something to drive home from Las Vegas, 6 hours to get there, five hours to get there, and then 9 hours. So we had one day and we went out to Red Rocks. So we went and saw the nature in Las Vegas rather than the nightlife. I thought about maybe going, they have a Wizard of Oz movie experience in this Sphere. And I thought about that, and then it was $100 a person, and I just couldn't do it. So, so then we just went out for Mexican food with them, and you know, we just had a nice little visit. My nephew's girlfriend works at a show, and she said that, you know, if we plan more ahead, because we literally decided on Wednesday that we were leaving on Saturday. That's how fast it happened. And so she could get us tickets to her show. So she's not in it, she works there. So that's kind of something for another time, but we got to have a little family time, and now we're home. This is what I got from Bath and Body Works. Okay, I have the bags separated because I bought a lot of stuff for gifts, and I'm not sure. This was a reward item, so if you belong to their rewards program, I don't even know how much money it is that you have to spend, but it didn't seem like that much. And so these single wick candles cost $18.95, and so you have to get something $18.95 or cheaper. And there's like restrictions on what it could be, but this is the cinnamon sugar pretzel cookie candle. I love the design of the packaging. I wasn't sure about the scent when I first smelled it, but now I'm kind of obsessed with it. It smells kind of like a cinnamon roll. It says toasted pretzels, cinnamon dusting, and sugared vanilla. So there's a little bit of saltiness to it. I don't know. I enjoy it. I have too many candles, but what else? At some point, it all melts together with me, but I got a little car scent holder for my car, and I know there's more than this. Okay, so I got this. These were on sale for, I believe, $2. They're normally $5, which is ridiculous. So I got champagne toast, Bright Christmas Morning, and Mrs. Claus's cocktail, and those are all fruity. Oh, there's another Mrs. Claus's cocktail. I think I got 2 of each, and another champagne toast. This, I think, is the cutest thing. This is a wallflower refill. And this is Holiday, which, gosh, is the scent profile in here? It's like cinnamon. Oh, red cinnamon stick, Christmas clove buds, and ground nutmeg. It's a very homey, Christmassy smell, but the bottle's shaped like a Christmas tree. And they have about, I think, 5 cents of this that are shaped like a Christmas tree. And those were on sale this weekend for $2.75, but they're not anymore. Okay, these are the ones that I'm keeping. I don't really use this kind of hand sanitizer, but I started using it because I hooked one to my purse and it was really convenient for travel. So I'm probably going to get a Christmas holder. The holder I have right now is Poison Apple from Snow White. It is just very convenient, and I actually like this better than a lot of gel hand sanitizers. I like the sprays. I have a lot of sprays. These ended up being $1 each. I've got Vanilla Bean Noel, which is a classic scent. This is the Raspberry Holiday Pie Bar from the Milk Collection. And this is Mrs. Claus's Cocktail. So those are, I'm not keeping a lot because I have a ton of spray sanitizer, but I did buy a lot as little gifts for coworkers, and so I might use those little bags. I might use some little plastic bags and put like a hand sanitizer and maybe a little bit of candy or something, because I have a lot of coworkers. These, well, they had these on special last night, but they did also a couple of weeks ago. These were like $15.95. It's a gift set with the Vanilla Bean Noel, the body cream, the mini body cream, the mini body spray, and the hand sanitizer. And that's only $15.95, and I got 2 of them for $15.95. So we do a gift exchange at work, and the limit is $20. So that's a $15.95 item. I'll probably throw some other stuff in with it. I don't think I need to show you all these individually, but I think I got about 20 or 30 of these hand sanitizers. So I got a lot of the Christmas scents and stuff like that. And everybody's going to know that I'm on a Bath and Body kick, but that's okay. In my experience, people always appreciate having some hand sanitizer that's a nice quality given to them. So, yeah, I wasn't sure I had enough to show. I was going to go out shopping today, and I just didn't have it in me. I need to get some probiotics or something, because I just haven't been feeling well. And yes, I'm wearing a Halloween shirt. Laundry is a whole thing, whole other thing. So yeah, we did not do the Bright Lights Big City. You know, everybody's like, oh, you're going to Vegas. And I'm like, yeah, we went to see Red Rock State Park. I don't know. We just looked at the mountains, and I'll show you some pictures. I got to figure out the editing process of doing that, but I will show you some pictures mixed into this video. Maybe at the end, we're going to see how that goes. So, so it was nice. I mean, the time in San Diego was super relaxing because we weren't running around too much, you know, and people were, like, my sister bought us drinks and snacks at the pool. She bought us a really nice breakfast the morning that we left. And yeah, whenever we went out in a big group, somehow we didn't pay every time. So it was like, okay. I mean, you know, you can only push back so much. And then, you know, I have a brother-in-law who just will get like that. And he's just like, no, we're just splitting this 3 ways. And, you know, it doesn't matter. There's 8 of us. We're splitting this 3 ways. And, you know, you're welcome. So yeah, I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. And I did see all of them. But my one brother, he was just really busy and his wife was at work. And he's just not really a big family joiner stuff. But he came by the hotel and had a drink with us. And we took pictures and stuff. I'm not going to show that because I don't have their permission. And then my other brother and his girlfriend came by the hotel. And then they also came, we went out to eat and they came and just had a drink and hung out because they had already eaten. Because my brother has to be at work at 5 in the morning and I guess it's a distance. He has to get up at 3, so we're here like planning 6 o'clock meal or whatever, and that's late for him. So, so mostly I saw my sisters and I saw my stepmom. I wanted to go over to my stepmom's house, but she had some drama going on in her family. So that didn't work out, but she did come out to eat with us a couple of times and we got to visit with her. And she's doing great. She is 83 years old. She was 10 years younger than my dad. My dad passed away at 89. But man, she just seems like she's such good health. She's so not old lady like as far as the way she operates, and she's got her doggos, and she was taking care of her stepdaughter's doggo because stepdaughter was ill, and which was family drama. And so she had 3 dogs, and I guess, you know, they weren't exactly getting along. So we had never met her newest dog, whose name is Bunny. And I don't remember what Bunny is, but she's a little dog. And then they have Arlo. Well, she has Arlo because my dad's been gone for 4 years now. So she has Arlo, who is a Bassador, which is Basset Hound and Yellow Lab. And he's just the cutest thing. So I really wanted to go over to her house. It used to be when we went to San Diego, we'd stay with my parents. And, you know, we'd hang out there a lot because we just tend to do that. We kind of go to see people, so we hang out with people. And so we'd get takeout food and eat it at their house, or we'd go out or whatever, but we'd spend a lot of time hanging out at their house. But she has a roommate now, and so that kind of doesn't happen anymore. And so, yeah, that's just the way it is now. And so we had been wanting to stay at this, it's called the Lafayette Hotel and Club. I don't know. There's a few restaurants there. There's a bowling alley, like a 2-lane bowling alley, game room. And we went and checked that out in the pool. And it's just such a vibe. That's all I can say. And it was just fun just to hang out there, and people came to us because we went ahead and paid. It's an urban location. You had to street park. So we just used the valet. I think it was about $30-something a day, and we were there or night, and we were there for 3 nights. So we just went ahead and paid for it because it was just like, what is that weird reflection? I guess that's my light. I did it at a weird angle. I'm not used to lighting this space, and I don't know if I'm going to continue filming in this space, but this is where I am right now. So yeah, it was just a really nice, relaxing time, you know. And then when we were in Las Vegas, we did drive out to the place. We didn't go hiking around or anything. We just went and took pictures, and then hung out at my nephew's house and just kind of, you know, chatted with the family. And then my nephew works, not surprisingly, in the hospitality industry, and he had to work. And so we went out to Mexican food, which was our traditional thing with my brother-in-law before he moved there. and we took them out for Mexican food, my brother-in-law, my nephew's girlfriend, and the two of us. So that was really nice. And so yeah, it was the only thing that wasn't relaxing was the driving. I'm not doing flying right now because of the air traffic controller situation. I'm already a nervous flyer as it is. And then last year we flew to Kentucky and there was like the edge of a hurricane, and the turbulence was ungodly and I got really sick. And I haven't been on a plane since. I will go on a plane to go see my daughter graduate from college in Europe, but right now I'm not really keen on flying. I was talking to Cheryl for Peace. We were texting and I was telling her, yeah, it's not really a thing, but that long drive is hard. It has gotten harder being older because we don't want to drive at night, so we have to get up early, which is just hard for us. And you know, it ended up being dark when we got home. Actually, the time changed while we were in San Diego. And yeah, we were driving to Las Vegas and I'm like, why is it getting so dark? And my husband's like, there was a time change a couple days ago. So I guess that's a gentle way to ease back into standard time, is to be on vacation where you don't have to be anywhere, I guess. And you know, your devices, my watch, my phone, all synced up to the right time, so no big deal. All right, I've been yammering on long enough. Mr. Buttercup is just snuggling down over here, and he's been very, very happy to enjoy our company the last couple of days and getting back into the swing. I have physical therapy tomorrow, and it's my last approved one. And then I'm seeing the doctor on Wednesday, and I'm hoping to get his clearance, his final clearance for me to go back to work part-time. I'm hoping before the end of November, but at the very least, the beginning of December. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm excited and I want it, but at the same time, I'm like, ah. So, you know, the arm's not perfect, but it's getting there. And yeah, there definitely will be some permanent disability from this, but we'll just have to see how the working goes. So I hope everybody's had a great week, as we have. And yes, still Halloween here. We only got one group of trick-or-treaters. It was 3 boys with 1 trick-or-treat bag. I'm like, when did kids stop being greedy for candy? I don't know. So my husband was like, take it. Nobody else is coming. And so we still have Halloween candy left. And I've been eating more candy than I should. So, yeah, I'll probably start putting away Halloween, but not all of it. In love with my Joanna Parker retro shelf, and that is staying up until the very last second, but it's going to become Joanna Parker retro shelf for Christmas. So I will talk to you soon. I am going to probably do some shopping tomorrow, and the place I was going to go today, I may go on Wednesday. So maybe you'll see another video on Wednesday or Thursday. And that's what I've got for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Here he is, getting my cutlery ready. Oh, you got one too? Yeah.